Welcome, in front of me is a Motorola Moto E4 Plus, and today I'll show you a couple of tweaks and tricks that you can do on this device. So we're going to begin with the color mode, which will allow you to add a little bit more saturation to the image of the display. And to do it, you want to go into the settings, then under display, you will find color mode, and you can just check vibrant. And you can immediately see the difference, like in a preview image that it shows you, how it differs. So if you like it, you can keep it. Now, next thing I'm gonna show is, I guess, something that is a little bit less intuitive, which is the airplane mode. Now, normally it doesn't do anything, well, particularly special, but basically when you enable it, it basically disconnects from everything that you're connected to. So Wi-Fi, network, your cellular connection, and if you have some kind of problems with your calls, enabling airplane mode and then disabling it immediately after is a good way to try to fix your connection problems. If, let's say, you're calling someone and the call keeps cutting out and you just can't hear the entire conversation. So all you would really need to do is tap on it, it disconnects, then tap on it again to disable it, and reconnects. And basically when it reconnects to your cellular connection, it will connect to the closest cell tower that is, well, relative to you, and hopefully also improve your call quality. Now moving on, we're going to go into the developer options, which has an option that I find particularly handy for animation speeds. So as you can see, everything here is animated with the slides and opening, stuff like that. And if you go into settings and about phone, and then find build number, which is at the bottom, tap on it 7 times, you get a message you are now a developer, go back, and you'll see that there is a new option that appeared, developer options. Go in there, scroll down a little bit past halfway, I think. There it is. So you have the 3 options: window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animation duration scale. Now each one of them corresponds to a bit of a different part of the animation. For instance, the first window will be corresponding to the window that actually opens up with the options, and number 1x is just a default one, so that's the normal speed. And you can see it now. If I change it to times 10, you will see a difference in how quick it opens and closes. For instance, I can check it to off, and then there won't be any animation whatsoever. And you can set it all to off, basically all of them, and then the device won't have any animations for Windows, so they'll be basically closing and without any kind of animation, just popping in and out of it. So if I would close this right now, you can see that there's no more minimizing effect. Recent doesn't like slide up the panels. Opening it, tapping on your window doesn't actually zoom it in, it just immediately pops into view. Now when the device isn't necessarily the fastest one, it also, I would say, helps you with making the device feel a little bit faster than it actually is. And also, if you would like to keep animations, because for instance 0 animations isn't your forte, you can always set it to half speed, and then you would have basically best of both worlds: quick animations that are, well, twice as fast as the previous one, but still actually have them. Now moving on to a little bit more of a secure portion of this. One thing that I really like doing is checking off the make password visible. And as an example, I'm just going to go into Wi-Fi, considering this is the easiest way I can actually showcase passwords and how it affects. So once you have a field where you're typing in a password, this is just an example. It basically has effect in every place wherever you have to type in a password. When you start typing it away, you can always see the latest letter that you have pressed in the line. And it is, in my opinion, a little bit annoying, considering someone might be peeking over your shoulder on a bus or something like that, and your entire password will be provided neatly in a sequence of all the letters that are visible. So there's a way to disable that, so it immediately shows up as a dot. And to do it, you'd go into the settings and then security, and you have it right here, make password visible. Disable this sucker and go back here, and you can see immediately that there is no more letter visible whatsoever. So a nice handy feature to just make it a little bit more secure. And the last thing that I want to show is the screen pinning, which allows you to pin a specific app to your screen, and if you, for instance, let someone use your phone, you have some kind of stranger or whatever, and they want to make a call, you can open up the dialer app and pin it to your window, and they won't be able to leave this app. So they will be just restricted to use of the app that you allow them to. You can also customize it further because it has a fairly easy way of being disabled by just holding 2 keys. But you can make it that it will require a password or pattern, whatever it is, to be disabled. And to do it, you'd go into the settings again and security, and it is somewhere on the bottom, screen pinning right here, and just enable that, and you have the option lock device when unpinning. This, like I said, will also require you to have a pattern or password or pin, whatever it is. Basically, when you unpin the screen, it will lock your device and force the user to put in their credentials to actually just get back to the device. I'm just going to keep this off for the purpose of not having to set up any patterns or anything, because I don't have any set up at the moment. But right here, you can go into, see right here, you can see that there's a phone and it has that pin thing right here. Tap on it, it pins the window, then it gives you the combination to unpin, touch and hold the back button to unpin. Now this isn't even as complicated as some other options where it tells you to hold, for instance, back and recent. This is only just the back. And now if you wanted to leave this, you can see that nothing really works as long as you don't hold it. So this is fairly easy, but it has that option to basically, if you unpin it, it automatically locks the device, so you won't be able to leave the app anyway. But that would conclude all the tweaks and tricks that I wanted to share, and if you found any of them helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.